Welcome back for another video. It's your favorite PO, the one you want to see, not the one you have to see. It's finally time for your first probation visit, and you might be scared, you might be nervous, you might be anxious. By the end of this video, you're going to be so prepared and confident to walk into their probation office. This video is for anybody who wants to set themselves up for success and make a good first impression when they go see their PO. We're going to go over the top 5 things you need to bring to your appointment, why you need to bring those things, and what might happen if you don't. One of the most important things is to bring a full bladder. Yes, make sure you are ready to take a drug test. Most probation officers will drug test you on the first visit. Why do you want a full bladder? Because you don't want to sit in the lobby for 2-3 hours because you can't pee. Like, that's aggravating. You're probably already going to be there for a minute. So make sure when you come in, you have a full bladder. Now, don't drown yourself with water right before the appointment because you don't want your drug test to be diluted. Diluted meaning you have too much water in your system and the test cannot read the results, right? They can't read what's in your urine. So bring a full bladder or bring your own bottle of water so that you can sip it while you're waiting for the officer to call you to the back. Something that I really wish people would bring on their first visit is copies of the prescriptions. Why do you want to bring copies of your prescriptions? Because this is going to help your probation officer eliminate things that they may find in your urine that you're already prescribed. So bring copies, make sure you have extra copies that you can give to the probation officer in case they don't have a copy machine, which they should, but bring current prescriptions to the office visit. You don't have to bring the pill bottle, not at all. Just bring the printout from the pharmacy. Make sure it's current. I can't stress enough to make sure that it's current. If for some reason you don't have the printout from the pharmacy, you can bring the pill bottle with you just to show proof of this medicine is prescribed to you. And that way it's not a violation if something like this comes up or one of the drugs comes up in your urine. Along with copies of your prescriptions, bring any documents that you got from court. Anything that your lawyer gave you pertaining to the court case, anything that you got in court, or anything that you signed in court, bring that with you to the probation office. Why is this important? Because you want the probation officer to explain all these things to you. And what if the probation officer says, oh, you have to do X, Y, and Z, but on your paperwork, it shows something different. So you always want to bring what you have from court to go along with what the probation officer has in the file. We want to make sure everybody's on the same page and everything can be explained in your first visit while you're there. Now, this next one is super important to me. If you want to set yourself up for success, bring a list of questions. If this is your first time on probation, of course, you are going to have a lot of questions. But when you get in front of that officer, you might be too nervous or you might forget what it was that you wanted to ask. Bring a list of the things that you want to ask the probation officer. Sometimes when you get in front of the officer, you're nervous or you forget things or they're talking so much and they don't ask you, hey, do you have any questions? Bring the list. If you don't know what to ask during your first visit, just leave me a comment down below and I will make a video telling you guys what you should be asking at your first visit if you want to be successful on probation. At your first visit, it may take 2-3 hours. Your first visit is typically the longest visit. So bring a calendar, bring your schedule, your work schedule. So that way when the officer is asking you what day do you want to report next month, or they're telling you the day that you have to report the next time, you have your calendar. They give you a time that conflicts with your schedule. You can ask them, well, I have work, or you can show them on your calendar, I have work, or I have to go to the doctor, or whatever the case may be. Can we do it on this date? You don't want to wait until the last minute and call the day before and say, oh, I have to go to work. Can we reschedule this? Just bring your calendar, your work schedule. So the next appointment that the officer sets for you, you can actually make it and you don't have to call at the last minute trying to reschedule. Of course, things change, schedules change, things get added to our calendars. You can always call and ask the officer, can you reschedule the appointment? But I find it to be very useful when people come to their first appointment with their calendar for the month already set out for the next 2 months, really, so that you can coordinate the next appointment. Remember, this appointment is about you. You ask all the questions you need to ask. Don't be afraid. No question is a stupid question. Ask everything because this is your life. This is literally your life. So make sure that you're asking all the questions that you want to ask. If you need advice and you want to speak with me one-on-one, the link will be in the description box for you to book a call with me. Don't worry, I'm nice. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. If you don't want your business on the internet like that, go ahead and book that consultation with me, or you can email me at yourfavoritepo@yahoo.com. I hope now you feel more prepared and less scared to go to your appointment. That's going to be it for today's video. Until next time, stay safe. Please give the video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.